Alright, and let's continue to see if this is going to work here. Now it looks like now 7-0 in terms of the kills as the bot lane has been dove once again with this Volibear. And it is going to be first tower going down in favor of Lamdon and the bot side here. 7-0 in the kills, and now Braum might be killed once again as he's level 5 compared to the level 7 of this Volibear who's chasing, and now they're going to get the Thresh and the Caitlyn in on it. That's going to be another kill now, so now 0-3 is John on the Braum, and 0-1 for the rest of the members except for Quentin, who is 0-2. Looking at a 6,000 gold lead, including that first tower gold in favor of Lamdon right now. And yeah, it's very much Lamdon in control of the game right now. That's now going to be the ultimate coming through and the unstoppable from JJ, and luckily he's going to be able to use his ultimate there to jump down and then flash out of the way there. So he's not going to die in that one, but now it's still 8-0. That is going to be Jax now with the knockup. This could be the kill onto Gangplank, and it's going to be the first kill now for NIU, as they're going to be able to force the flash out of the Caitlyn, and maybe they're going to turn this around here, as they now have their first kill. It's on Ethan on his Jax right now. He's currently sitting at 1-1-0 with Jure assisting on that one, so we're now going to see that the bot lane has roamed up to the mid lane here, including the Volibear. That's going to be the back from Jure to make sure that he does not get caught out on that one. And Echo's going to be in the bot lane that now has its turret already gone, so we're going to see if this might be a fight in the mid lane. It would not be a terribly smart idea to fight on this one, and wow, just unfortunate the timing of that throw to go against that, and now we're going to see the flash out from Ricardo as he goes a little bit too hard into that one, and he's going to end up dying for his aggressions. And wow, now we're going to see Echo flashing in and getting the kill while also using his ultimate to get out of that one while diving the tower. So now 10-1, and just as I say that NIU might be able to hold on to this one, it looks like it's just snowballing so hard based on that Volibear, who's now 5-0-4 and has only not assisted on one kill here, with Jure now dying on the backside here. So we're going to see that's now a 5-0-5 Volibear, a 2-0-5 Caitlyn, and we do see Gangplank now free farming on the top lane with his Trinity Force and his Kleptomancy. He's just getting a whole bunch of gold to go with that. And now they're looking at an 8.2, 8.3. Now with that tower falling, a 9,000 gold lead in favor of Lamdon. So NIU is going to have to hold this one really hard, but the way that it's played at this point, the game is a little bit different. And wow, the usage of the jump is just, the Tristana is getting completely caught off with every one of her jumps because of the timings, just having to use it to try to get away, but in the same vein, she's ending up getting thrown back by Volibear, and now 0-4 for Quentin on the Tristana. And that's going to be first Dragon going over to the Lamdon, as they are going to be now at 12-1, 10,000 gold ahead at 14 minutes, and that's obviously, we've seen NIU overcome some seemingly insurmountable leads, but this is something else for sure. So this would be quite drastic if they're able to come back from that one. Looks like 14 minutes, and it looks like we might be into a holding pattern of just trying to farm up and play for late game, but obviously it's not the easiest situation to be in. I don't know if this is maybe a product of some players playing out of their usual positions and the traditional synergy of the team, or how exactly that's being affected, or if it's because, you know, NIU might be outclassed in this one. Multiple members are higher ranks here on the side of Lamdon. The support is a master tier support, so it's not something that's an excuse to make, but I think that that's something that definitely can play an impact here, as we do see Quentin getting bursted out pretty hard there, even with using his Q or his W to jump out the rocket jump. So now they're going to be able to hold on to him. So they are going to cut this lead down to within 10,000, not to over 10,000 at this point, which is positive to say the least. Looks like that's just going to be Ricardo going and getting caught here, but is it going to be enough? No, he's just going to get sandwiched there, and not much he could do being in that position. And you don't expect there to be a gank coming from behind you at this point, but it does look like now there's going to be something coming from John, as now they're trying to engage onto this Caitlyn from behind. That is going to be the stun coming through now onto the tanks, but it's not going to be much, as now Caitlyn's just shredding from the back line, and this Volibear is tanky, and you know, they have to try to hold this tower against the Rift Herald that's been spawned, but NIU loses two members on that through the fight, and now it looks like this could be two more right now. So that's going to be Braum indeed going down on this one. So now Caitlyn is going to just take down that inhibitor turret. Now it's 16.5 minutes. NIU has already had their base broken. So, you know, with the strength of Baron and Banner Command right now, I think it's only a matter of time before this one goes down. Now two inhibitor turrets and an inhibitor. Now it's going to be two inhibitors with that flash hook from Thresh, and now we're going to see Ethan and Ricardo are both going to go down, just getting kited there from that Caitlyn, and that's not going to be anything left, as they're now going to have two inhibitors down at 17 minutes, and this game has just been clean from Lamdon, and they're going to easily, looks like they're going to easily finish this one off and go down into the, go up 1-0 in the Teemo Cup bracket right now. So they are best of 3 still, just like the college season, and this might be the kill onto the Volibear if they can get something, but no, the passive is going to go on to Echo, and instead it's just going to be Volibear using his ultimate and passive and healing up, and now that's going to be Sion getting, JJ on the Sion getting caught down, and he's going to be picked off here now as we go. So NIU just trying whatever they can to try to salvage this game, but I don't know that there's much they can do. They've got a wave of super minions coming into their base from the top side, 2 minutes before Baron spawns. Lamdon seems firmly in control of this game, and despite it being a 12 versus 16 matchup in terms of the seeding, this does not look like that was... It looks like there may have been some sort of mistake in that seeding, whether not necessarily the mistake of anybody's fault. I think the mistake may have been how Lamdon lost games that I don't think they necessarily should have, and just this team looks much stronger than their record would indicate. So with that said, this is a single elimination bracket, so we'll get to the possibilities as it comes down to it, but right now this is going to be Volibear now using his Chilling Smite onto the Scion of JJ, and now he's just going to get stunned out, and so much CC there that JJ is just going to now get kited away, and Caitlyn's going to be able to grab that kill. So we're going to now see onto the Jax. Is it going to be enough? That's now Jax falling. Ethan. Ricardo's going to try something on the backside. He's not going to get anything out of that one. He's going to die. This could be the ace. Looks like John is just going to try to retreat into the base. He's not even going to be able to manage that one. Quinn's going to be in the base. He's just going to sit there. KDA player. Just kidding. Not really. He's going to try to hold on here. Do what he can, but there's not anything he can do. They're going to actually get the kill on the Volibear as he tries to dive the turret, but now we're going to see Quentin just... Oh, Quinn's actually going to grab the kill as he's going to be able to insect into the base there. The Volibear, I believe that was. So that's going to now be 23-5, make it look a little more respectable, but this game has been anything but. It's been very one-sided in favor of Lamdon, and you know, it's going to be now 15,000 gold, and Lamdon going straight for that Baron, and with the strength that's been put onto Baron, unless NIU can somehow go for a steal here, which in all seriousness, there's no reason to go for a steal here. They can't, if they go for a steal, it's immediately going to be their base going down to super minions, so they have to not contest this, and in doing so, they give it up to Lamdon, who is going to just take this easy Baron. The Baron push is going to be almost insurmountable there from NIU, especially with now the Banner of Command going on to Thresh, so a Baroned up Banner of Command not super minion, because you can't put that on there, but a Baroned up caster minion with Banner of Command is just going to be... It's a nearly unkillable minion, just because it sits at such range that they can sit in NIU's base and attempt to just kill this one. And that's now going to be Infernal Drake actually going over to Lamdon on the outside there, and that's going to be Braum getting caught out here from the fight, and now they're going to get stuns back. Isn't going to be enough. They're going to try to get this Volibear, but he's going to start healing up, and that's with the Gangplank ultimate just coming through, it's not going to be anything left here. NIU is going to lose 3 on this one, and now that's actually going to be 4, as the only reason Sion was still alive was because of that passive, and now with the Baron, that's going to be 27-5. NIU is going to go down right here at 21.5 minutes, and this game likely shouldn't have lasted that long. Now they're going to dive base to try to get the ace, and they're going to get that ace with cheese. And that's going to be NIU going down 28-6 in game 1 of this 3-game set. And there's a lot that they have to work on if they want to have a chance in this set after that one. So, game 2. We're going to join on in here. Try to get straight in so that you guys can see champ select. That's not what I wanted. And with that one, we're gonna see what we can do here. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so we're going to try to jump into game 2 here. I don't know why it says I'm spectating. I'm not spectating any longer. But with that, that was just... that's about as much as we're going to... That was not a close game by any means. So we're looking at... so we're going to try that out. I don't know how much this is going to change, but thank you to our one viewer right now. We don't have too much in terms of, it was not much leeway or much prep time, and it started the stream late, and then we've had some stream issues throughout the day, and now we're looking at hopefully getting into this game too and seeing how that goes. So okay, there we go. This is going to allow me to jump on in, and there we go. We're going to see. I'm going to go into spectate because I'm not going to be the one playing in this game. And it does look like now we're going to get the... we're going to see the shift over onto... One second. Onto blue side from NIU. As well as there's going to be a slight shift in their game plan, as they are going to have now the traditional lineup back into the match. Looks like that's going to be red. Where's red score? There it is. Let's give you a 1. That's not red score. That's blue score. And that's not the right score. Anyway, we are in Champ Select, if you guys can hear. I'm trying to get this switch for you real quick, but we will jump right into Champ Select and we'll get caught up to the action, because this time we're actually going to be in it. Let's go with this. It's going to be Volibear immediately taken off the table. Veigar is going to be the one taken off from Lamdon, and that's going to be the obvious ban after last game, going just unkillable on that one. Volibear, too powerful on that. We do see Everlasting Taco John's going to be back in the jungle, and we're going to see Michael I Am Lesion back in the support role, so we'll see if that might help with the synergy a little bit more. We do see Ricardo back in the mid lane once again. We are going to see a little bit of a shift on the side of Lamdon, as they're not going to be running the a different lineup. They're going to be running Revelin in the top lane once again, Lunardal in the jungle. Mid lane is once again the same in Plains, but NA's Finest, the support from last game, will be playing ADC, that Master Tier player, and Tex Pro or TX Pro will be their support in this match. The next bans came out. They were Brand and Kane, as well as now we have an Alistar. We're going to see now from Lamdon what they're going to ban with that third possibility of a ban. And it's going to come out and be the Thresh, so they do not want to let that over on to Michael. We're going to see if this one goes to game 3. If it does, that's going to be the immediately the Caitlyn locking. Gives you a little bit of ability to use the CC from her kit, as well as now that might be something that was targeted towards NA's Finest. We don't know, since he's a support main, what he might necessarily play there. Nami is going to be coming in through for Lamdon, and Lunardal is going to be going another tanky CC jungler in Skarner. So you take him off of the Volibear, and now he's being put on the Skarner. So an interesting change there. I think that's likely going to be somewhat safe. And actually, that's an interesting pick, as we do see the Camille that's likely going to go to top lane. It could be played in the jungle for John. Could also technically be played in the mid lane or support role, but more than likely we're going to see that on JJ, as that's one of his better, or his more preferred picks. We're going to see Michael picking up we're going to see Ricardo picking up a Morgana. Likely that's going to go down to Michael in the support role, but you know, stranger things have happened, especially with the current itemization changes for mages. You could definitely see a Morgana in the mid lane. And so to finish it off in the side of Lamdon, they're going to grab the Draven to have that ADC picked up before the bans can come through. They don't want to have the Caitlyn and then drop down tiers from there. So the Draven is what they're going to prioritize. I don't know that that is necessarily what I've seen as the prioritization coming after Caitlyn in the ADC role, but you know, obviously they have something that they've seen here, or that NA's Finest plays. So we're going to see the Orianna banned out now, so we're not going to see Ricardo on the Orianna. They have left his Katarina open at this point, which is quite interesting considering what we've seen on it in the past, but obviously they're probably not too scared of it after what they saw last game. And that's not to say there was anything wrong with the way it was played. It just, I believe they think that they found the counter to that with some heavily tanky CC junglers there. We do see the Xerath is going to be banned out from NIU. They do not want Plains playing that one. And Katarina now being taken off the table. So after we went through all that explanation of why they might have left it on the board so far, there it goes. It is banned away. No longer will there be a Katarina available for Ricardo. And the Scion's going to be banned out. So they do not want to see that being the top lane prioritization, which likely means that they've already picked their top laner in that Camille. and they just don't want to play something that's such a powerful pick like that Scion against it. LeBlanc going to be the hover from Lamdon now, and that is going to be the lock. So that's going to be an interesting pick. Not something I've seen too much lately, but the itemization has changed up the meta, so I'm still adjusting to the meta a little bit as well, which would indeed mean that something that would have been seen as off meta, like an Anivia that was hovered, or maybe even the Kassadin, might be a little bit back in session. And it is going to be the Kassadin, and likely that's due to the changes to the Seraph's Embrace. Just giving it a little more power, and something that those stacking mid laners had wanted to take for a long time and had been a little bit unable to take. There was a Sejuani hover there. It is going to be instead the Jarvan lock. That is something that we do see a little more comfort on from John there. So overall, a very decent pick. It's got a lot of damage potential, but it's also got a lot of tank potential, which is something that this team right now is missing. But now they're starting to get a lot of CC for that Caitlyn, and Singed is going to be that pick to finish off that top lane. Obviously now wanting to proxy against the Camille. Interesting pickups there. So what we do see now is a flash teleport lane up top against a flash ghost lane because of the Singed. You usually don't take flash on Singed. They really want those heavy CC pick type champs, just like that Volibear, have that same ability to fling you backwards on the Singed, or on the Skarner you can use that ultimate to grab and pull the person back. So with that though, the NIU team is a lot more focused on locking you in place, which is something they did not have much of last game. So I'm glad to see that there's a little more CC put on there. LeBlanc and Nami have some CC to them as well. Not terribly much, but they do have some. We are going to see now the teleport in the mid lane for Ricardo on the Kassadin, which is pretty standard on Kassadin. And the LeBlanc with the Ignite, so an aggressive lane there for sure. Caitlyn and Draven are going to take that traditional heal-heal matchup. And we're going to see, once again, the support from NIU. Even though it's a different support, we're going to see the Exhaust coming out there versus the Nami having the Ignite, which is actually quite interesting, seeing as the Nami's going to be the one with the heals, whereas Morgana is going to be the one doing a little more damage. So traditionally, I'd have thought that those summoner spells might have been flipped because of the grievous wounds that comes through on Ignite, compared to the damage reduction coming through from Exhaust. Same thing with LeBlanc's Ignite. I don't know that I 100% agree with that, especially because aside from summon or heal, there is no healing abilities on the side of NIU. It's just going to be, it's a 400 damage boost, which is a great thing if you need that extra little boost. But, there are, I think, with the CC that you have with Morgana, and you might have wanted a cleanse, or something along the lines of just kind of you need maybe the cleanse of the slow. Obviously she's planning on being able to use her distortion away from any sort of jumps on top of her from Kassadin, but that could be a matchup that we'll have to keep an eye on as we progress into game. We're a minute and 12 seconds before we can actually get into that game. Looking at this, it is do or die for NIU. Their college season is on the line right now, or their college constellation playoff season is on the line right now, as it is a best-of-3 single elimination bracket in the Teemo Cup, and there is riot points on the line for the top, I believe it's 3 in each bracket, and there are 3 different brackets, but in NIU's bracket, top 3 people would get some RP to their name. The main thing here is the season itself is over. Other than any tournaments that they might enter, with a loss here, that would be the entirety of the 2018 College League of Legends season for NIU, they might enter some tournaments, but then we'd enter the off season and we'll begin work for next season, seeing how that might shape up. But if indeed this is the last broadcast, I thank you guys for watching all that we've had this year. I look forward to broadcasting it again next year, and if you guys are interested in playing for the team or anything of that sort, any way of helping that you want to do, or you want to go ahead and just meet up at some of the LAN meetings that the esports club hosts, feel free to send us a message over on Twitch, and we'll be free to give you that information. And we are indeed looking for players for a Division 2 team for next year, as well as, depending on interest, I'd be happy to look at even a Division 3 team possibly. So looking at those, if you guys are interested in playing, feel free to contact me and figure that out with me. We are going to pause real quick, not for station identification, but to make sure that we have that 2-minute pause that we always have to have. Looks like in terms of the masteries, we are going to see the... Okay, that's going to be not what we want. We are going to see instead the... we're going to see the Arcane Comet coming through on Morgana, on Kassadin, on Camille, and those are the 3 with Arcane Comet. We're going to see the Electrocute coming through from both LeBlanc and the Jarvan. We're going to see the Fleet Footwork coming through from each ADC, Aftershock coming through from Skarner, and both Singed and Nami will be taking Summon Airy today. In terms of any stopwatches, it looks like, once again, only the NIU support will be having it. Even though it's a different person, it once again will be the support taking stopwatch. That's going to be Michael with the stopwatch on his Morgana. Otherwise, pretty traditional starts so far of the ones that we've seen built in the 5 seconds since game start that we've been paused. Looks like we're going to see the Doran's Ring start on LeBlanc. A little bit safer start, a little bit less of a feast or famine start there from her. And overall, it looks like we've got Cosmic Reaver Kassadin. We do have the skin coming through from Camille, it looks like. Looking at maybe is that Dragon, not Dragon Hunter, maybe Dragon Hunter, I forget the name there, but we do have a skin over there on Jarvan. Not that it matters, but nice to kind of mention those. So, with everything there, looks like we are going to be able to start the game in 2-1. We're going to be able to start right now, so we're going to jump on into game here, and
welcome to Summoner's Rift. Until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
lady never dared to surprise. Precision is the only...
Too easy.
clever and quick. Where I want you to be. Virtue. Two sides to every issue, my side and the wrong side. Waiting yields the most reward. You will still be wrong.
team's turret. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
This test of good now.
Red team has slain the dragon. Blue team's turret has been blue team's
Only power drops. A professional is marked by precision.
red team's turret has been destroyed.
Precision is the only side. Running will make me a professional is marked by
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.